Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. This Tales Red Pill. So, I'm going to do something a little bit different. I watch a lot of First Amendment auditor videos. And as a veteran, I can say that I really appreciate what they do. Very, very much. These guys go out there and they risk their freedom and their safety for what they believe in, which is the Constitution. In their case, the First Amendment specifically, sometimes the First and the Second Amendment. But I have the utmost respect and the utmost gratitude to all of these First Amendment auditors for what they do. 100%. I mean, thank you. Seriously. Thank you guys. I'm in my garage. That's why it's a fucking mess out here. Yeah, my allergies are kicking my ass. That's why my eyes are all fucked up and red. But the reason I'm doing this video is because I watched a video earlier of a First Amendment audit. And this guy had and I apologize, I don't remember the channel. This guy had an interaction with a military veteran that was a cop. Okay. And I know a lot of these auditors, they have interactions like this with military vets that happen to be police. Or they go to military facilities and film them there. And I'm 100% for it. 100 fucking percent. Exercise your rights. Please use them or lose them. I'm 100% for this. But my message to them is when you're out on the street and you encounter a military veteran that happens to be a cop and he tells you, oh, I was a Marine, I was in the Army, I was whatever, Air Force, Navy, fucking whatever, okay. Most of these guys that served, okay, even if they're in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, maybe they're fucking lifers, they're retired at 20 years, got full pension, whatever it is now, only have a rudimentary understanding of the Constitution. We took an oath. I took an oath. Okay? And I signed a contract that said, if my government wants to send me somewhere to defend freedom, that I would put my life on the line and I would willingly go and possibly die for whatever cause it is that we were fighting for. And all these veterans that these First Amendment auditors encounter have done the same thing. Okay. A lot of veterans get out of the military and they join the police force because they lost the camaraderie that they had when they were in the military. And it's real. Like, you're thick and thin with these motherfuckers. I was in the infantry, and we always had each other's backs. Our leaders had our backs. Okay? Our team leaders, our squad leaders, our platoon sergeants. When you get a little higher and, first sergeant, company commander, gets a little iffy. They're going to do what's in their best interest. But under the right circumstances, they're still going to have your back. Usually. All right. Now, I see these First Amendment auditors that have interactions with police that were veterans. And they're total assholes to them. And 99.9999 fucking percent these military veterans deserve the criticism that they're getting. because of the way that they're treating the person that they're having the interaction with. But what I want to say is most of us join the military when we're 18, 19, 20 fucking years old. We believe in freedom. We believe in personal responsibility. We believe in personal liberty. We believe in the Constitution. But the thing is, the Constitution isn't fucking taught, right? You learn about the First Amendment, you learn about the Second Amendment, you learn about the Fourth Amendment, you learn about the Fifth Amendment. But it's in passing. There's no in-depth conversation, there's no in-depth learning of these amendments, there's no in-depth learning of the Bill of Rights. Okay? So when we joined the military, I joined, I can't speak for all veterans, but I joined because I believed in those things. I believed in liberty. I believed in personal freedom. I believed in a sovereign man where I'm a sovereign person, and if I'm not violating your fucking rights or trying to harm you or steal something from you or take something from you, then I should be left the fuck alone. Okay. I should be able to walk up the street and not be stopped by the cops. I should be able to stand on a corner and not be stopped by the cops. I should be able to film in public and not be stopped by the cops and be questioned. Why? Because I'm a fucking American. That's why. And I think most of the people that join the military believe in those things, but they don't understand what it really means because we are not taught it. It's not taught in school. It's not taught in grade school or middle school. It's not taught in high school. They teach you these things in passing, and they give you the most basic, rudimentary education on these things that 99.9% of Americans don't understand what fucking freedom is. Including myself, when I joined the military, did not understand. And I want to thank all the First Amendment auditors out there for doing what you do, because it's very, very, very fucking important. Even though 99% of the time it deals with the First Amendment, there are auditors. There are auditors out there that will exercise their First Amendment and their Second Amendment at the same time. Whether they're open carrying a firearm or possibly concealed carrying a firearm while they're filming. I am forever fucking grateful for what you do. Seriously. Even though I never went to war. I never went to any conflicts. I never got fucking deployed overseas. I still took the oath to defend and support the Constitution of the United States. And without the real understanding of what that actually fucking means. And it's the First Amendment auditors that really started to teach me and open my eyes to the freedom that we really have that most Americans don't understand and they take for granted because they don't exercise it. And cops, not only cops, your local police, your state police, your sheriffs, the ATF, the FBI, all the alphabet agencies will violate your rights any chance they fucking get. Or if you just give them up, they will take advantage of you. And it's because of the First Amendment auditors and watching all these fucking videos over the last, 2 years, I guess, that I have learned so much. And you guys are out there risking your freedom, risking your safety to video not only the police, but other government officials to hold them accountable for their actions. And the gratitude that I feel for you is, you can't measure it, all right? Just can't. I said, I never got sent to war. I never got sent to a combat zone. My life was never put on the line. Not when I was in. I was in from 1994 to 1997. Long time ago, in between the first Iraq War and the second Iraq War. There are no real conflicts in between there. But I just want you guys to know that I appreciate what you do. Very, very much. And it's because of people that are willing to put their livelihood and their name on the line, possibly get arrested, thrown in a fucking cage to exercise what they know is right, what they know is guaranteed, not guaranteed, but recognized by the Constitution, and then holding their officials, our public servants, accountable for their actions. I appreciate you so much. You have no idea. I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you. Thank you for what you do. It's invaluable. And Long Island audit, I just seen that there was a police department that had him come in and speak to their officers. This is a man that is affecting change. This is a man that is going out, being respectful, not instigating, okay? Which I don't see anything wrong with instigating. I mean, I don't know. You shouldn't do it. You know what I mean? You shouldn't do it, but you can do it. So you can do it. So you can instigate. I don't necessarily agree with it, but at the same time, I'm not going to tell you can't fucking do it as a First Amendment auditor. Because I see these auditors that do it. They try and instigate shit and get them riled up, where Long Island Audits doesn't do that, and I respect him for it because I believe he's actually trying to affect change between the public and the police. And I can tell you right now that most of the veterans that serve on the police force because they still want to protect and serve. They still believe in their oath, okay? Even though they may not completely understand what that oath actually means. And that's why it's so fucking important for these First Amendment auditors to be out there to educate them. But you need to, when you're talking to veterans that are on the police force or working in some public office or some public building, okay? My advice is approach the veterans. If you know they're a vet or you ask and they tell you they're a vet, approach them a little bit different because we have a different fucking mindset. Most of the people that I know that joined the military joined for the right reasons, okay? Even though we don't have a full comprehension of what the Constitution actually, or didn't have a full comprehension of the meaning of the Constitution and the rights that were actually recognized through the Constitution and the Bill of Rights, okay? Their heart was in the right place. When they signed that contract to put their life on the line, their heart was in the right place. So I believe if you approach the military veterans that you encounter on these audits in a different way than you would the average cop or the average public worker or whoever, okay? If you approach them in the right way, I believe that they are going to be more receptive because we have a deep belief in our in our system and our way of life and our Constitution, in freedom and liberty. We have a deep belief in that. But most of us don't understand it because we joined when we were 18, 19 years old and weren't taught shit in school about it. And I think if you approach these vets in the right perspective, in the right way, they're going to be receptive to what you're fucking saying. Not all. Not all of them. I mean, I'm not going to say that. Not all of them. But if you approach them and in a respectful manner, okay, and you tell them what you're doing, why you're doing it, and educate them, I think they're going to accept what you're saying more than what the average cop would or the average public employee would. And they'll understand it. Like, shit'll start to click. Maybe not the first time, but eventually shit will start to click. Okay? Maybe they never heard of a First Amendment auditor before. They don't understand what it means. I didn't understand what it means until I started watching your guys' videos. And thank you. I learned so fucking much. And it's because of people like you that are out there educating the public that you're the reason why there's certain progress that's being made, you know? And I respect that so much. Like, I really do. But you have to approach people in the right manner, in the right way. And if they're confrontational, I understand it's very, very easy to get confrontational back. It's a natural instinct. It's a natural reaction to be confrontational. Well, you know, if he's basically telling, fuck you, you're going to listen to what I'm saying, and you're going to think, well, fuck you, I know my rights, motherfucker. You know, fuck off. I get it, 100 fucking percent. Totally get it. You know, but there's got to be some bridge. We got to bridge the gap. Got to bridge the gap. I had a conversation with a cop, I don't know, it was a year or two ago. And he was just walking the beat in my neighborhood, and I happened to be sitting on my porch, which I'm always doing because I'm a fucking white porch monkey. And I said hi to him as he was walking by, and he said hi, and he stopped, and he started fucking talking to me. And I seen he had an infantry tab, a little fucking pin on his lapel. Now, maybe I'm paranoid as shit, and I think the fucking cops are watching me all the time. Okay? So maybe they sent this guy through the fucking neighborhood to talk to me. I have a lot of guns. I make videos. I say shit that's out of the fucking norm. I talk to people. I say shit that's out of the fucking norm. You know, it's very possible they're just doing some fucking recon. You know, but I asked this cop straight up. This is when all the fucking riots were going on. I asked this cop straight up. I'm like, well, you know what? You're in the infantry. I was in the infantry. And now you're a cop. And I depend on you to keep this community safe. And we have all these fucking riots that are going on all over the country. What if these riots, and I said all these riots are going on all over the country, and the cops sit back and they do fucking nothing. They allow these people to go out and attack innocent people, burn down fucking businesses, private businesses that have done nothing to them, loot fucking businesses, and the cops stand back and do nothing. They attack federal buildings and burn them down and fucking take them over, and police stations, and the cops do nothing. I said, are you going to let that happen here? And he avoided the question. Totally avoided the question, and it pissed me off. It fucking pissed me off. Here I am, man to man, talking to you. We both served in the fucking military. We both served in the fucking infantry. I'm asking you a very basic fucking question. Will you let them get away with this? Or will you fucking actually uphold your oath and fucking stop them? Or am I going to have to go out there and fucking do it myself? Avoided the question. Didn't want to answer it. Well, you know, these people here, they stop this and they stop that. And the people in the community are good, which is great. People in the community stopped outsiders that came into the community during these protests from actually starting any fucking shit and any damage, destruction, looting, rioting, burning shit down. They stopped them. That's good. I'm glad the cops didn't have to fucking step in. Okay, but that was not my fucking question. My question was, would you step in and stop them? Or are you going to stand back like all these other fucking communities and just let it happen? I don't get a straight answer. And it's hard to have a conversation with the cop or find any commonality with the police when they won't be honest with the public, veteran or not. But to all you First Amendment auditors, when you're encountering veterans that are police, if you approach them in a different light, you take your time, you're respectful, and you explain what you're doing, why you're doing it, and how it pertains to the Constitution and the laws that protect the activity, the Constitution itself, and any other laws, DHS memo, all that bullshit, they're going to be more receptive, I believe. I could be fucking wrong, but I believe they're going to be more receptive than your average fucking cop. And if nothing else, you're going to light a small spark in their fucking head, and you're going to at least get them thinking. Like I said, most of us are 18, 19, 20 years old when we join. And some of these guys, they've been in for 20 fucking years. They don't know anything but the fucking military. It's a completely different lifestyle. 100% complete different lifestyle. Doesn't compare to the civilian life. Your life is different, and you are owned by Uncle fucking Sam. 100%. Uncle Sam says, do this, you fucking do it, or you're going to pay the price. But please, and I would love to just have a conversation with a couple auditors that are willing to talk to me so I can explain myself a little bit better than in this fucking video. Like, comment, subscribe. Love you guys. Bye-bye.